even from like the experiment point of view, are people already doing these experiments, and is anybody like implementing it in like a pilot or large scale anywhere in the
Yeah.
world? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was actually a really fun part of this research was getting to look into industry and see what's being done. And there actually are a number of companies that are working in this space. So Blue Planet, for example, is a company that's doing pretty much exactly what we're proposing, which is using mineral waste, reacting that with CO2 to form these synthetic rocks for concrete aggregate. And they're in the process of building their first large scale commercial plant. So that's some potential. I think the carbonatable cements that I mentioned, those are more on the lab scale right now. The bio-based plastics, there are companies like Braskem that are already making bio-based PVC and bio-based polyethylene. So that's definitely reached sort of a commercial market. And there's also a company called Just Biofiber that's looking at using both biomass as well as carbonatable materials for bricks. I also found a company that was making the bio oil for asphalt as well. So there definitely are some companies. And honestly, since this paper has been published, it's been really fun to hear from a bunch of companies from around the world that I didn't know about that are also working in a similar space. And I can't remember names of some of them off the top of my head, but there's some that are just focused on the carbon capture part and trying to supply that CO2 to the concrete industry. There's another guy who reached out where they make bio aggregates. Not exactly sure what they do, but yeah, it's definitely cool to see sort of the interest on the industry side, because I do see it being like a really cool opportunity to shift to low carbon materials. And obviously there's a huge demand for them. So yeah.